I'll wait for people to join in the stream. But today we're playing some... I do not know how to say it or pronounce it. I think it's pale... cachexia? Yeah, I don't know how to say it. I'll figure it out. I'll wait for people to come in. While I do that, I need to put up a warning. Hey, Kari, welcome to the stream. Okay, so... Oh god. Mute myself. Yeah, you be first. I'm going to put up the warning. Do this. And pin the message. Alright, so this stream this game contains suicide, violence, cursing, and horror. This, if you don't like these things, then this is not the stream for you. Please, please come back tomorrow if you aren't comfortable with these kind of things. Okay? Thank you. Thank you for your time. Anyways, hey Scalak, hey Cheese, hey Kari, hey Aura. I've been looking at you. I've been searching for you. You mean looking for me? I mean, I'm right here, so... Okay, so... Pale... cachexia? I think? You misspelled suicide. Oh, come on! People understand what it means, right? So I don't need to care about it. Right? People know what it means. It was a mistype, I swear. Wow, again. What do you mean by wow, again? What do you mean by wow, again? Hey, Raziel, welcome to the stream. Suicide. Hey, Fern-san, welcome to the stream. Because of you, Scalak, I see suicide. Good God. So if you don't like these things, then please do not watch the stream if you do not like the mention of suicide or the things of suicide. Yes, I said hi to you, Dragon. I swear, I remember. I literally did. It might have been way too fast for you to hear because I do talk fast sometimes. Hey, Angel, welcome to the stream. But, oh, your Wi-Fi has been out due to late fees. Angel, pay for your Wi-Fi. You don't have to use Wi-Fi every day. Keeps you alive, I see. But yeah. Extras. Oh, there's music. Okay, so this just recently, Kari, calm down. This is a VN, a Yuri VN, is what I think. I think it's Yuri VN. I think it's Yuri VN, okay? The thing is that it says that there's a bond between two girls, so I'm like, Yuri, right? Yuri, 10 out of 10, it would be Yuri. But I don't even know anymore. I need a why thank you. Why thank you. My god. But yes. Wi-Fi what keeps me going. That's true. That's true. Wi-Fi is very, very interesting. Okay. We're gonna start. I'm going to give a review at the end of the stream. I forgot to oops. Wait. I forgot to link the game. I will link the game for anyone who wants the game. So I will link the game below if you want it. It just came out very recently. Pale cachexia or something, what it's called. But yes. Oh, it's on 10% off today. Yeah, that's cool. But yeah, if you like Yuri VNs, here you go. Let me put it down below. Check out the game. Alright, yeah, it's on Steam. It came out like how many days ago? April 14th. It came out a week ago. It felt like it came out really recently, but there's only 3 reviews, and all it is visual novel, cute, dark, gothic, and dark fantasy. But yeah, it's a tale of friendship. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. It's a tale of friendship. Uh-huh. I tell ya. I'll tell ya. Totally. Okay, anyways. Friends forever, indeed. Friends forever. Yandere Kari when, bruh. Alright. Oh, it looks so pretty. I don't know. I need some water, bruh. I'm gonna get so dry. Okay, I'm gonna get water in the middle of the game. Lonely. Strangely lonely. Those words surfaced in her mind as she gazed up towards the towering trees. The branches extended further in all directions. They made her feel so small and insignificant. They made her, like a frail leaf on the wind at the mercy of wherever it took her. I am a great friend, thank you. Lonely. There was no other way to describe this place. Oh, she's sad. Esther. Okay. Just a little while earlier, she'd step out of her hired carriage, leaving the main road to explore these woods. Esther's driver had warned her that the forest was seldom visited. If she ran out of supplies, she'd have to walk back to the road on foot and hope to flag down a stagecoach heading to the city. The art style does look really good. And that forest is haunted, girl. Dangerous for anybody, let alone someone with the pale. The pale? What is this? I wouldn't head in there if I were you. And seeing as it's almost evening, I'll take you back to the town for free. But she'd refused the driver's offer, turning away from her last hope. It was impossible. The decision would haunt her forever, a hanging mystery of what she might have discovered. No matter how isolated or helpless these vast woods made her feel, she promised herself she wouldn't leave without answers. So she kept on going in the forest. Wow, these 10 out of 10 walk-in soundtracks. I mean, not walk-in soundtrack, walk-in effects. Yeah. This art style is looking pretty dope, not gonna lie. A light breeze under Esther's, I forgot. Well, you know, oh well. It carried the fragile scent of spring through a lingering, wintry chill still blanketed the forest. That's not your murder list, right, Kari? Bruh, Gordon, what are you talking about? Spring always made her symptoms worse somehow. As everything gathered its energy to bloom and flower, her lethargy only seemed to become deeper and darker. The more vibrant Esther's surroundings grew, the more she felt her energy draining away. Some days she barely had the strength to even move. And yet, she couldn't bring herself to hate the season. It hardly seems to be fair to be angry at the world for turning its cycles, for life continuing on around her, just like it always had. Even now, she still remembered when spring was her very favorite time of all. No, those people are wonderful people. Very true. Okay, I'm wonderful, I see. Oh, that looks so pretty. I love that. Bro, the hair. This game is looking pretty. I love the art style. Esther suddenly came to a halt. Bending down, she curiously patted the forest floor, searching for whatever it was. After a moment, her fingers brushed against something small and cold. A key? What is a key doing out here in the middle of nowhere? Puzzled, Esther turned the tiny shimmering piece of metal over in her palm. No marks, symbols, or engravings. It could have belonged to anyone or anything. After a long moment, she rose slowly back to her feet, slipping the key into her skirt pocket. Perhaps it was a good omen. How is my voice soothing? I'm just trying to VN this thing out of the world. Alright. She'd always had a hard time with superstition or questions of fate, preferring the calm logic of cause and effect to anything unseen. But these days, as the world's realities seemed to grow ever bleaker, Esther found herself hoping for something more. It didn't really matter whether things like omens or destiny were actually real, as long as they made life a little less unforgiving. I see. It's something to rely on, some hope. You know, people say that one of the things you need for happiness is faith. Faith in others and faith in yourself and faith in the future and faith in the past. With a small flicker of hope in her heart, Esther turned to carry on once more. She had no map, no directions, and almost no clue as to what she was searching for. Only the faintest trail of a possible cure. What did I do to Kari? What do you mean? I didn't do anything to Kari. Kari's just relaxing. So it seems like Esther is, has a sickness, and she's really bored of life, and she's trying to find a mystery in these woods that she's trying to solve, because she's bored. I don't think it's bored, it's something else. Maybe it's bored. That also would make sense. As the hours passed by, all sense of time was devoured by the sea of unending trees. The forest's dreamy springtime varnish faded to a ghostly gloom. The cheerful bird song replaced by rustling crickets and distant ominous howls. A painful sting suddenly shot across Esther's arm. It yanked her out of her absent-minded wandering, back into the oppressive emptiness of the forest. After a moment, she realized she'd walked too close to the brambles. Warm droplet oozed down her wrist, an uncomfortable reminder to always watch her step. Oh, she got a cut. Oh, shoot. Here comes the new challenger. Hi, Ray. Welcome to the stream, Esther. As Esther gazed down at the small welling beads of blood on her flesh, her surprise began to shift into a sense of gnawing doubt. Perhaps she really had gone too far after all. If there really was anything or anyone within these woods, she should have stumbled across it by now. And if the rumors were false, just another folk tale made from an empty hope, spinning more empty hope into a vicious cycle. Was all of this nothing but a dead end? Oh, come on! You could've... Guys tell me these things. Guys tell me these things. I'm not looking. I'm not looking at the stream, okay? Guys tell me these things. Anyways, okay. Continuing on! Had her journey been pointless? Why is she playing this again? Because I like Yuri, okay? Ray? Yuri's amazing. Would she have to tell them she'd failed? Idiot. Esther muttered aloud, struck by a sudden sense of self-loathing. I'm here for the Yuri! Where's the Yuri? We just started, Anime Pro Tag! Scalax blocking the game. Oh shoot, you should have told me! You should have told me! I'm sorry. Bro, I can't see the screen. Okay, happy? My god. I can't see the screen. Those harsh thoughts could be dealt with later, but she couldn't keep stumbling through the darkness so pointlessly. Failure or not, it didn't change where she was now. Uh, Skylark, how many times have you played this game? I haven't played this game before. I haven't played this game, so this is my first. Oh, chat is blocking it too? Okay, okay. Bye, chat. Okay, see you around. Alright, is that better? Now you get a full view. She had a flint and tinder in her satchel, along with a little water and rations. If she gathered some loose branches, at least she could make a fire to keep warm. You misspelled suicide. I know I did! Shh! I know I did. I just too lazy to retype it. It wasn't the first night Esther had spent alone in the middle of nowhere, and it surely wouldn't be the last. Commentary stream, practically. Slowly, cautiously, she crept through the thick underbrush. The moon's faint glow offered enough light for Esther to find a few branches long and dense enough for the campfire. Is it lonely? Are you guys lonely? Well, ta-da, it's me. Okay. Wait, let me see if I can, like... Yo, it's like peeking. Hello? Oh, God. My neck looks like it's just destroyed. Okay, you guys come back too. The moon's faint glow offered enough light for Esther to find a few branches long and dense enough for the campfire. But every time she crouched down to forage, her fingers searching through the cold, damp earth, it felt like someone was breathing right behind her ear. Feels lonely here in the void. What do you mean? What void? I have a spare blanket. Anyone want one? Yeah, I would love one. Clip it, please, someone. Clip what? Wait, what are we clipping? What happened? Is it the full moon? Is that clip worthy? Esther shook off the ghostly sensation with a deep shudder. It was just old rumors she had heard. They were finally getting under her skin. Foolish tales of primeval spirits guarding the forest, devouring the souls of anyone who'd venture too deep. Of course, Esther never gave any credence to those stories, nor would anyone with common sense for that matter. Ghosts simply did not exist. Still, the sooner she had a fire, the better. Why? What's so special about peeking Skulak? But you know, I don't mind. Y'all do you. I'll just enjoy it. Whatever you make, I'll watch. With the sudden appearance, all that. Bruh, I remember, I think there was one stream where someone was like, bruh, you should be the crosshair. So I was playing like, I don't know, Apex or something, and then you know like that crosshair in the middle. I just put my motto right in the crosshair. Anyways. Is better than this. Switch game. No, I'm not switching game! No! Hey Jason, welcome to the stream. At last, Esther spotted a clearing just beyond the trees. With a bundle of sharp branches cradled in her arms, she hurried out into the open, anxious to finally set up camp. But as she stepped into the glade, and the shadows gave way to shapes, she froze. There, right in front of her eyes. Hey, Ren, welcome to the stream! I'll buy it for you. No, don't! A beautiful aged house rose amidst the darkness. It stood like an exclusive mirage in the desert, too perfect and out of place to be true. Was it an illusion? Or by some miracle, had she actually found the apothecary's estate? Estate? Something like that. But surely the place was abandoned. It gave off an atmosphere far too lonely and desolate to be inhabited. Esther could barely discern any of its features, so thick were the shadows that shrouded the house's mountainous shape. How you pronounce a mist? Amidst, something like that. I don't know. I don't know. A thick, swirling mist consumed the earth around its foundation, seeping across the ground like some poisonous cloud searching for intruders. Like its very presence was waiting to reject her. This had to be it. A place that had evaded all maps, and yet she simply stumbled upon it. Something about that idea made a sense of deep apprehension crawl down her spine. That's a cool game. Oh. If it's Yuri, and if it's wholesome, and if it's a VN, and if it's cheap, then I'll definitely play it. In a trance between fear and fascination, she found herself moving across the clearing towards the manor entrance. The pale mist seeped around Esther's boots, swallowing her footsteps one by one. It felt like entering a dream, as if she were slowly crossing the threshold into a different reality. Gordon with those extra O's. Noise. Until she realized that her fingertips were suddenly brushing cold metal. The handles for those foreboding doors loosely grasped beneath her uncertain trembling palms. It's Yuri. It's $20! Why does Yuri have to be so expensive? This game is like under $5, I believe. Oh, it's not on sale anymore? Bruh, it was 10% off. Bruh, did it just go off sale? Bruh, did it go off sale in like... Bruh, it went off sale in like a few minutes ago, I swear. I swear it was on sale. Alright. Well, it's $6 right now. But it used to be under $5, so... Please. The soft, nearly inaudible word left her lips like a whispered prayer. So pretty. Slowly, gingerly, the handles begin to turn. Until, with a softly beckoning creak, the doors yawn open to allow Esther's within. Waiting for Black Friday. Oh! That's so true, Rin. Bruh, on Black Friday, I think I bought like so many games. Inside the house, the scent of musty aged wood greeted her from the darkness. Just barely, Esther could make out the shape of the stairwell, illuminated by rays of moonlight. Something about it compelled her. Or perhaps it was simply less frightening than exploring past the pitch-black archway ahead. After a hesitant pause, she closed the door behind her. The wind had started howling faintly, casting an eerie echo through the manor's foyer. Slowly, Esther crept up the stairs, wincing at the small creaks that followed her movements. What's my favorite type of Yuri, or what's your type of Yuri? What do you mean? What do you mean? Which types are you talking about? Well, I'm a deep fan of wholesome Yuri, so that's me. The second floor held a number of rooms, their doors all ominously closed. If you're a smart shopper, you can get 20 games on Black Friday for a low price. I know that. It's just that, okay, so during Black Friday, I only bought games that were under $5 that I really wanted. So, yeah. It's just that it adds up really quickly. Like, you buy like 10 games, and bruh, it's like $50. Why is it so expensive? I like Deep Yuri. Deep Yuri? What does that mean? You mean like, whatchamacallit, like, deep? Oh, that's deep. You know, like, what do they call it? Like, oh, that's, what? Wanna explain what it is? Okay. Like, philosophically deep? Yeah, that's the word I was trying to find. Okay. On a nervous whim, Esther decided to reach for the second door on the right, inching it open with bated breath. I don't know what voice you guys want, so I'm just gonna do a normal narrated voice, okay? The vacant room was a study. Her eyes drifted around the dark space. She could see rows of shelves stuffed with books, a cluttered desk, tables full of dusty alchemy equipment. A study. Esther's heart leaped in her chest. Even though the apocrypha was no longer here, family friendly stream. Yeah, I guess so. Was no longer here. What if they left some of the research behind? With the light of day, she could comb through these books and papers. Surely there had to be something of use in them. Maybe, just maybe, she had finally found a glimmer of hope to cling onto. So she just read all night. Allowing herself a heavy sigh of relief, Esther closed the door behind her and stepped towards the small cot nearby. I mean, you guys, I don't know what to talk about. Okay, here's the thing. I'm not 100% sure that, okay, why am I so down? I'm not 100% sure that this is Yuri, because on the library, it doesn't have the tag that says Yuri, and it doesn't say Yuri in the whatchamacallit, in the description. And in the overview, it says that two girls are drawn to each other in a tale of friendship, sorrow, and bitter loneliness. So, I actually don't know if it's Yuri. But I will hope, and I will wish, and I will wait that hopefully it's Yuri. Disabled brat. Oh, I can disable the. Okay, wait. Let me. Accessibility. Disable bright flashes. On. Auto, open, turn. There. I don't want flashing lights. As cold as it was, at least she'd have a roof over her head and a bed to spend the night on. As if it were on cue, she felt a wave of exhaustion blanking her mind. Maybe it was time to take her medicine and sleep. Even a few hours would be enough. Nico Para has some good Yuri. Oh, that game. I don't think I'll play that game. Was that a creek? Esther froze, every inch of her body suddenly petrified. Creak. 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 Something was right outside the door. A chilling tightness gripped Esther's chest. She couldn't breathe. Every instinct in her body told her to stay utterly silent. Don't let it sense you. Don't get caught. Don't move. Don't. Wow. Without warning, the door burst open. She had no choice but to look and see. Ah, it's the other girl. Ah, fake screams. Let's go. Because I'm amazing at voice acting. Not a monster or a ghost. Only a young girl trembling in oblivious. Obvious. Why did I say oblivious? Obvious fright. You're. Who are you? Her fright slowly fading, the girl stared wide-eyed at Esther, still shaking a little. She'd probably been expecting to see a ghost, too, and they end up scaring each other equally. Real screams. Ah! Skolak. Ah! Ah! I'm scared. Oh no. I just realized something. Huh? What about it? Yeah, I got 4 ears. What about it? What about it? I don't use 2 of them. Like, okay, so I use them, but they're the same ear, so it doesn't matter. I can probably get it surgically removed. Well, actually, never mind. I probably can't because they never studied it. I'm Esther. Esther? What's your name? Esther nodded. Wait, what? Is that your name? Oh. Is that your name? I think that's what they said. And you're real? No, I have normal hearing. I have normal human earlobes. Sad times. I wish I can have super hearing. But yeah. This isn't a dream, is it? I don't know what voice she would have. You know? It would be a higher pitch voice, right? Vibes to 4D song. Let's go. I've listened to 4D song. It's weird. No, I don't think so. Wait, what? Did they just say, "Are you real?" And then she's like, "I don't think so." Wait a second. What? An awkward silence followed their strange conversation. Esther found herself wondering if maybe this actually was a dream after all. Really, it almost seemed too surreal to be anything else. What? What? I don't even know. I don't know. That was a weird conversation. After a few long moments, the girl's expression began to soften. She took a small hesitant step towards Esther. Then another, and another. Oh, what's gonna happen? I can't believe it. Another person came here, a real girl, right in front of me. This is so exciting. Oh, so beautiful. Baffled, Esther gazed down at the delighted warm face beaming up at her. My name's Senya. Senya. How do I say that? I'm not real. How dare you? I'm very much real. Like most of my conversations with strangers. Senya, right? Senya. Okay, Senya. I'm so happy to meet you, Esther. I was getting a drink from the well, so I didn't see or hear you come in. You must have thought the house was empty, right? I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to scare you, but well... Senya let out a small, nervous laugh, toying with the ribbons on her dress. You're the first person I've seen in 6 years. I'd never expect to find someone else inside the house, especially not in this room. How did you survive in 6 years? And you didn't really, like, think about leaving the house? Wow. Had Esther heard her right? Senya has been living alone here for 6 years? I don't know, Senya? How do I say it? Ray told me to say it as Senya. Was it possible that she was the apothecary the rumors talked about? Oh! You haven't eaten yet, have you, Esther? You look so tired and hungry. Gasping softly, Senya reached out to clasp Esther's hand between her tiny palms. I'll light the fireplace and you can get warm while I make some supper. That sounds nice, right? Senya. Senya. Senya! Ah, that's so much work. Can I just say Senya? Senya. Say nah. Say nah. Say nah. Say nah. Oh, God. I'm trying! Come, let's go downstairs. Alright. Taken aback by Senya's eager offer, Esther hesitantly nodded. Even though she wanted to ask what Senya knew about the cure, her stomach rumbled noisily at the thought of a warm dinner inside her coffin. Well, like, you aren't... They're asleep then. They weren't, like... I don't know. I'm not sane now. What do you mean? Say nah. Say nah. Say nah. There. Happy? I'm doing it. It wouldn't hurt to wait until they'd eaten, surely. Surely it wouldn't hurt. Totally. 10 out of 10. Sane. Now. No. Say no. What? No. No, Ramsey. What the heck? Say nya. Say nya. Say nya. Say na. Say nya. 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 I'm trying. Still holding Esther's hand, Senya led her back downstairs into the parlor. How is this not Yuri, game developers? As soon as she stuffed some... Oh, God. What's up? What's up? Jumping jacks. Okay. I'll do jumping jacks while... I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. While I turn on the light. Poor Gordon. Poor. Alright. Back to the stream. As soon as she stuffed some wood into the fireplace and set it alight, the darkness suddenly lifted, melting into a cozy warmth thanks to the fire's cheerful crackling. Before she really knew what was happening, Esther found herself wrapped up in a pile of blankets, sitting on the couch before the hearth. Senya seemed like a literal blur of happy energy, fussing over Esther one moment, then hurrying back to the kitchen to check on her soup. How am I Paimon? What the heck? I'm probably high right now because my pun went over her head. What? I'm so confused. Clearly she was delighted to have a visitor. Esther felt a little embarrassed, at a loss for how to deal with this unexpected kindness. Here we are! Eat it while it's warm! Before long, Senya was nudging a bowl of steaming soup into Esther's hands. Filled with the brim with brightly colored vegetables and dark broth, it had a delectable scent rich with herbs and spices. Thank you. You don't need to thank me. You don't need to thank me. There's plenty more in the pot if you're still hungry. So don't be shy. Oh, that reminds me. I have to clean the stove before my lamp goes out. I'll be right back. And then she was gone again, her light footsteps pattering over to the kitchen. Observed Skylark, her head filled with Yuri at the moment. Yeah, my head's filled with Yuri at the moment. As Esther gratefully ate her supper, she could see Senya's figure darting back and forth, sipping a bowl of soup, with one hand listless as she scrubbed the floor with her other. At first, Esther found it almost impossible to believe a small girl like Senya living by herself in the wilderness, taking care of the whole manor. But from the natural, precocious way she seemed to handle everything, it didn't take long to realize she was in her element. Most of the older girls and boys from the city wouldn't be able to last a week out here without access of any normal comforts they took for granted. And yet, even listless, she toileted to beat the dwindling... She toiled to beat... Toileted? She toileted... I'm sorry. She toiled to beat the dwindling lamplight in her kitchen. It's not you. Hi went over her head. No, Ray. Wow. My head's filled with Yuri at the moment. And yet, even listless, she... Okay. Toileted. Sorry. Senya looked as contented as a buzzing bee in the fields of flowers. Phew. A few moments after Esther finished her meal, Senya wandered back to the parlor, wearing a satisfied smile. Kitchen is clean, and you've eaten. I hope the fire's got you nice and warm, too. It did. Thank you again for taking care of me. Oh, please don't worry about it, really, Esther. Actually, she gave a tiny, sheepless laugh, her pale cheeks turning slightly pink. I already cleaned the stove yesterday, but I was so excited and nervous for meeting you that I had to calm down a little bit. Cleaning always makes me calmer, so I'm glad I have a big house like this. It always gives me lots to do. I'm sure the house is glad to have you too. Haha, I really hope so. What are you talking about, Ray? Where the heck did you get that? Where the heck did you get blackmail from me? Also, why am I getting so many Discord notifications? Beaming brightly, Senya, I give up on this. I'm just gonna say it however I want. Senya flopped down on the cushions beside Esther, dangling her legs over the sofa's edge. Cleaning makes me calmer. I wish I had that. I don't know. It might help. Another short, awkward pause soon followed. Senya fidgeted a little, staring at the fireplace intently, as if she was too shy to start up the conversation again. Man, so awkward. After a hesitant pause, Esther decided to finally break the silence. She had to ask the question that has burnt in her mind from the moment they'd met. Senya, are you the still don't know how to say that. Apothecary. Apothecary that lives in the woods. Esther words made Senya abruptly stiffen. Only cleaning I like to do is washing dishes with no one home while listening to my playlist. Ooh. That actually does help. I mean, for me, it does. Ray, stop. Ray, stop. Keytrick, stop. I made a mistake! Guys, stop. Calm down. Where did you hear about the I don't know. Apothecary. I don't know what happened. Yeah, it's the only way I like to do chores. Yeah. Because I made a mistake, bruh! Apothecary. Alright, got it. The one of the towns nearby. People said there was a hermit living out here. The apothecary. Right? Apothecary. Who used to live in the city. Somebody who found a cure for the pale. Oh, the pale. Poo as in pa effery? Ray, why? What? Okay. Wait a moment, okay? This person's name is literally, like, so close to this. Cut me some slack. Also, what is this? Okay. Olive, Senya. I'm gonna missay it if I keep on saying it like that. Give me another way of saying this. Sena. I'm just not gonna put the nya. Sena. Pretty sure it doesn't have an S sound. Really? Anya. Got it. It's not. Yes, it is. It's so close. I swear. It's so close. Oh, Google. Okay. apothecary, 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 apothecary. No, Ray, oh my god! Yes it is! It's so close! Just put a P in there! And that's it! You'll be blaming me for what? English is not my native. Bad. It's fine. It's fine. Sounds correct. Apothecary. 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 Olive Sena. Sena? Sena? Sena. Sena. Nah. All of Sena's cheerful energy seemed to slowly dissipate. I don't know. It just like, if you say it fast enough, you just put a nya. Okay? What do you mean? Ray! What does that even mean? I said something accidentally. How would that work? There's no vaccine for nya. Wait, I might be saying nya a lot just because of yesterday. It might have changed my energy of NA. Nah. No. Because I have to extend my whole mouth to say it. Nah. 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 Say nah. Say nah. There. I think I'm better. I got it. I got it. Nah. 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 Nya. Nah. Nya. Nah. Oh god. I got so used to saying nya yesterday. So I won't stop saying nya in my sleep. Oh no. I am not. Oh my god, Ray. Only thing I am loyal to is this bread. I forgot all that nya that happened. I don't know. It's just, I think I've just got used to it. Hey Nox, welcome to the stream. Ray is out of context and Skolak is without context. Very true. What do you mean this is gonna be good? Her gaze, Olive Sena's. Sena. Oh, I got it! I've gotten used to Nuz. Naz. Nah. Senas. There. I'm better. I'm better now. All of Sena's cheerful energy seemed to slowly dissipate. Her gaze drifted down to the floor, lingering there as if anchored by a heavy weight. Sena. I think I'm better now. I'm sorry, Esther. The apothecary is not me. It's... Sena grasped the fabric of her dress, squeezing it tightly. Smr. Hey, welcome, Miju. It was my father. It's true that he had the pale, and he managed his symptoms for a while. But he died 6 years ago. Just like that, disappointment shattered Esther's heart. Pizza man, bruh, don't be rickrolling. But even more acutely, she felt a sudden pang of sympathy for Sena. What? Ray... How it must have felt to lose her father so young, leaving all alone in this deep forest. I can't imagine Skolak will pronounce Spina as Spina. Is this as spooky as Happy Sugar Life? It is said to be horror. So, I actually don't know if it's as spooky. Hey Echo, welcome to the stream! Welcome to the stream. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Sena gave her a smile, sad smile, gently shaking her head as if to reassure Esther was all right. But she offered no other reply, and stayed unusually silent to swallow hard once or twice. I'll leave tomorrow morning then. There's no reason for me to cause you any more trouble. You could stay here. What? 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 I need to be surprising. What? Those are some surprising eyes. What? She stared at Senya in surprise, taken aback by the girl's sudden interjection. I mean, stay here to look at Papa's research. He has spent a lot of papers and books in his study, and journals too, although he told me never to look at them. But Papa spent a lot of time working, and I know he took notes about the pail. So if you stay and read through them, you might find something about the cure, right? Her voice quivering slightly. Sena turned to gaze at Esther with a hopeful, eager smile. Thank you, but I don't want to stay here and be a burden. Oh, Esther, you'll never be a burden. You barely ate anything, and you're so quiet and kind. Really, why don't you stay? Esther gave her a hesitant look. As much as she wanted to accept Sena's kind offer, it just didn't seem right. After all, Sena obviously worked hard to take care of this place, but Esther didn't have any way to repay her hospitality. Thank you, but I'm built different. Why do I feel Kari's energy in Sena? That's so true! Well, if you're going to be very stubborn about it, you can help out with the chores during the day and look over Papa's research after. As if she easily guessed the source of Esther's reluctance, Sena gave her a reassuring, cheerful nod. I have a lot of food and wood stored from winter still. Anyway, it's really fine. Please, don't worry about it. Esther studied Sena's expression, those shining eyes that were all but begging her to stay. At least if she helped out with the work, she'd feel better about spending a week or two here, even if it was still struck her as taking advantages of Sena's loneliness. Alright. You're sure I won't be burdening you? Yes, yes. Yes, I'm positively, absolutely. Halfway through her delighted cry, Sena suddenly cut herself off with a grasp. Oh, I forgot. You have it, right? The pail. Esther nodded, puzzled at Sena's sudden question. I won't ask you to do any chores then. That wouldn't be fair. Papa told me how awful it always made him feel. He couldn't even get out of bed some days. It must be terrible being so drained all the time, no matter how much you rest. It's fine. I can work. But I'm messing up! To be honest, the longer I don't do anything, the worse I feel. It's hard to push myself, but it's better than when I don't. It was Sena's turn to hesitate, but Esther offered a small, determined smile to reassure her it was all right. She hated when people pitied her or went easy on her. It bothered Esther even more than the symptoms themselves. If you're sure, then. You know yourself better than I do. It's true. She giggled, clearly overjoyed that Esther had agreed not to leave. I'm trying my best to create separate different voices for Sena. Skylar's voice for Sena is what? I feel like it's very cringy. I'm sorry if I'm trying not to make it super high pitch to the point where it sounds fake. So I'm trying to make it like high pitch enough that it doesn't sound fake. Then it's a deal. You'll stay over and go over to Papa's research and help me with work during the day. After a brief pause, Esther dipped her head in silent agreement. We'll start tomorrow then. Tomorrow. We'll start tomorrow then. I'm so excited. I can show you the well, the gardens, the stream. The stream? The cemetery. No high pitch, go soft. True. We can pick flowers and have a picnic. I don't know how to go soft though. Because I haven't had water today. Esther, lower mature. I'm trying, Ray! Oh my god! I don't do voice acting! We can pick flowers and have a picnic. Read by the fireplace and... Go deep. Let's go! Let's go! We could go! She trailed off, biting her lip with dawning look of embarrassment. Sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. Sorry. I get a bit carried away sometimes. It's alright. How do I do a lower mature, but not try to be too manly at the same time? It's like a lower mature... I don't know how to do it. For a long pause, they were both silent again. But the pause was warmer, gentler, like the one between friends. The fireplace soft crackling echoed in the parlor, a comfort against the howling wind outside. Oh my god, I need some water. This is getting hard for me. Okay. Well, you're probably exhausted, aren't you? Why don't you sleep here by the fire? I could bring you more blankets so you can have a good night's rest. I think I have enough blankets. Esther mumbled, still cocooning in the numerous woolly sheets Sena had... Sena? Oh my god, I hate this name. Had wrapped around her earlier. You may say that now, but you can never have too many blankets. It gets quite drafty in here at night. Huddling a little deeper into the warm covers, Esther offered Sena a small, grateful smile. I'm drinking lots of water. I was doing some nice cardio earlier. Now water tastes so good. Yeah, it's how it is. When you really want water, it tastes great. She trained directly under the chief of the whole sacred room. What does that even mean? Well, if you need me for anything, my room is upstairs, right next to Papa's office. I'm quite tired too, so I think I'll head off to sleep. With a lengthy yawn, Sena stretched her arms. Water is the life. Yeah, her arms over her head, then hopped up to her feet. Oh, that! Oh! Yes, I have. Okay, sorry. The darkness clouded her features earlier had all but vanished, and now she beamed as radiant as the sun. Good night, Esther. I hope you have wonderful dreams. I hope you have wonderful dreams. Good night, Sena. Good night, Sena. Thank you, really. Thank you, really. How do I do mature, but not manly mature? Like, just a mature woman. Bruh, I'm not a mature woman. She gave Esther a long, heartfelt smile, one that seemed wise and peaceful beyond her years somehow. Smug Skellick detected. What do you mean I'm smug? I'm not smug. For Sena's gotten better. I'm just getting used to it. Yeah, I'm practically saying it. Senya. After that last look, Senya finally turned away. Sena. Gordon, you destroyed my literal pronunciation now. Oh my god. Her light footfalls pattering towards the stairs. Esther watched her go, listening in something of a daze, until she heard the bathroom door softly click shut. The past hour almost felt like a dream itself, and Esther half expected to awaken by a shoddy campfire at any moment. Her hopes for finding a cure has been dashed, and rekindled once more. Haiku is like 5 syllables, 7 syllables, and 5 syllables. I believe so. Her hopes for finding a cure has, something expectations. She could stay here for a little while, going through the apothecary's research in search of any clues. There was no guarantee she'd find anything of use. Still, it was the only thing she had to go on. Yeah, it's a type of poetry. 575. Still, it was the only thing she had to go on, and if there was any chance she wouldn't return home empty-handed, it was worth giving it a try. And Sena. What a strange, remarkable girl. Yuri! Okay, sorry. She'd survived out here alone for 6 years, suffered the death of her father, and yet somehow still remained as buoyant as a feather. Esther found it hard not to be deeply curious about her, and envious of all her whirlwind energy and excitement. Back at it again. Might be one with an actual syllable at the end. The only one verse. It's snowing in Mount Fuji. Bruh, it's 7. Yo, that's the middle line. It reminded her of a time not so long ago. Back when she used to be like, say nah. I have to think so hard to say it right. With a quiet sigh, Esther reached down to her satchel. Before she slept, there was one thing she had to do, just like every night. Slowly, Esther pulled out a fine silver pocket watch, its thin hands marking the time. But when she pressed one of its buttons, the back abruptly popped open, revealing a tiny glistening syringe. With a practiced motion, she jabbed the needle straight to her arm. It stung even more than usual. As the second passed, Esther watched her body slowly filter through the syringe into the watch's mechanism. Then, after long moments, the flow stopped. The blood reversed its course, oozing downward back into her body. As it returned beneath Esther's flesh, a dark circle slowly spread around her pierced spot. She kept her focus on the watch's face. 2, 5, 8. The hour hand started swiveling forward. 10, 14, 18, 24. Click. The last drop pushed into her vein. Wincing, Esther pulled the needle free, closing the watch with a hasty squeeze of her palm. This medicine of hers. A marvel of technology, they call it. But Esther hated the Nino far more than drinking the normal tonic. Huh? Sorry. I was really in depth. Hey Sky, I have a bike. You want to ride it together with me? We will travel the world, have lots of fun, eat lots of food, visit a lot of places and more. That's how powerful a bike is. I am not gonna bike around the world. Yeah, seems to torture my knees. Maybe on a car. Bike broom broom. My bike has an engine as oh god, wow. I don't think that's a bike. I think that's a motorcycle. Skylark is pretty. Skylark is pretty. Like the sun that shines so bright. I need more water. Skylark is 2 syllables. Yeah, that is a haiku. I guess. What does the numbers mean? I don't know, man. I don't know. But I have to. If only it was easier to bring the ingredients with her everywhere. Right now, she didn't have much choice beyond the watch, which injected a potent version of the remedy into her veins once a day. And yet, despite her reliance on the watch, or maybe because of it, Esther longed to be able to cast the twisted thing into a fire like the one before her now. Dropping the watch back into her satchel, she curled up tightly beneath her blankets. Am dehydrated. Ah! The parlor felt colder and less cozy now that she was alone again. But as she closed her eyes, all of Esther's exhaustion caught up with her at once, weighing down her body like a heavy sheet. Before long, the crackle of the fireplace lulled her to sleep, sheltered from the cold night outside. What's up, Gar? I'm too lazy to go to the human world and fetch some water. Bruh, me too. And all her restless thoughts gave way to a deep darkness. Medicate? Another day of rain. Not a strong storm, but a steady one. Quietly smothered the house in a downpour that had seemingly lasted for weeks. Dark, heavy drops sluggish course down the window pane, forming jagged patterns that soon dissolve into nothingness. His gaze followed. Oh, it's a he! I knew this was a different person. No, it's not. It's not Ray. His gaze followed their ambling paths, watching them aimlessly without pleasure. But there was nothing else to look at. No impulse to pull him out of this empty staring and into something, anything that would serve more of a purpose. How long has he been standing there? Bizarrely, he couldn't remember. Has it been minutes? Hours? Was it morning? Evening? How's it possible to tell when the clouds blurred all the sense of light and time? It was only her occasional visits that separated the days for him. Her occasional visits? No men, only Yuri. Yeah, what happened? What's going on? Something's going on. That soft, timid, insistent knocking. Infuriating, insistent knocking. A reminder that she left a tray of food outside his locked bedroom door. Always followed by an uncertain voice calling out to him, then a long pause before finally her soft footsteps paddled away down the stairs. Little wretch, he whispered flatly to his reflection, which only stared back at him with gray irises. He holed himself in here to be away from both them and her. Away from her constant smiling, her laughter, that boundless energy that seemed to be mocking him for his pathetic state. That twisted, ungrateful creature. He should have believed his instincts from her from the very beginning. What kind of mindset do you have? That is not a good mindset. With an immense painful effort, he pulled himself away from the window. Leaning on his splintered cane, the man staggered towards the bed, where he collapsed into the sheet like a puppet with severed strings. As he curled into the fatal huddle and hugged his arm around his body, he ran his fingers across the sickly protrusion of the ribs pressing against his skin, sharp bones contained by only a thin layer of flesh. If he held himself like this, he could feel the hard, slow, arrhythmic beating of his heart. The tightness in his chest made it difficult to breathe deeply, so his inhales were shallow and jagged. Was it anxiety, his health, or worrying about his health that made his ribcage feel like it was being crushed? He rolled over onto his desk. He rolled over onto his right side, closing his eyes, trying desperately to ignore the uneven pounding in his chest. Trying to breathe deeply, he calmed himself down to reassure himself that he still deserved to live. Interesting. Was this the father? Are we just starting? Wait! Bro, we just started? Oh god, we're just starting. Okay, well, we're just starting. Okay, wow. Good morning. Unless this is the end of chapter 1 or something. Oh, so pretty. And then, whoever that mysterious dude is. Let me see. Matthias Wolf. Bruh, that's a memorable name. It was the father. Oh, that's the father. I think it's the father. The longest intro? You guys have a pounding chest? Well, long intro. I thought we already at mid-game. Longest intro I've ever seen. Oh, yeah, I thought the game was over. Yeah, that was a long intro. Well done. Wait, let me check. How many hours of this game? It says 4 to 5 hours, okay? So I was like, oh, I'll finish it in 2 parts, right? I'll finish it in 2 parts. Like herbs and flowers. Sweet, delicate, and earthy. As Esther slowly forced her eyelids open, that pleasant scent greeted her with the morning sun. She blinked around in confusion. This unfamiliar place. Was she dreaming? What kind of place had she awoken in? Imagine that opening suddenly displayed, "The end! Here's 3 hours of gameplay!" Bruh, no. But as her mind dispelled its haste of sleep, the previous night's events came drifting back to her. 4 to 5 hours if you skip the game. You know? The forest. The manor. Sena. All of it was real. Esther dragged herself into a sitting position, rubbing her eyes with one hand. Then her gaze drifted down to the floor, where a small mug sat by her feet. Curious, she bent down to pick it up and realized she'd been smelling the fragrant tea inside. After one sip of the warm drink, she felt instantly refreshed. It was like filling her lungs with cool, crisp morning air, a restorative that washed through and cleansed her system. Is it really all right to ask her that? I don't want to push her. She just looks so tired. Huh? Who's this? Who's talking? I don't know. A soft mutter caught Esther's attention. Glancing over her shoulder, she saw... Aww. Aww. This is so cute. She saw Sayana sweeping the floor with thoughtful expression, lost in whatever she was contemplating. If only you didn't hate visitors, Papa. Oh,
I have to do the voice.
I really could have used your advice. Sena shook her head, sighing wistfully. Oh, you're awake. Suddenly noticing Esther's gaze, she let out a small gasp and hurried over to the couch, her features quickly brightening to a smile. Hey, Jackie, welcome to the stream! With both of her hands, Senya clutched a broom that had to be twice her size, though she didn't look encumbered by it at all. Hello, Sena. How do I do this mature voice? Oh well. I'll just do a deep voice. Hello, Senya. Thank you for the tea. Thank you for the tea, or something like that. I don't know. Oh, it's nothing. I hope it hasn't gotten too cold. I can make a fresh pot if you like. It's fine. You don't have to do that. Ah. You don't like other people doing things for you, do you, Esther? I'm sorry. I'll try to be better about it. Esther averted her gaze, somewhat embarrassed by Sena's keen observation and apology. Have you been cleaning since you got up? I didn't hear you at all. Clearing her throat, she swiftly changed the subject. Yes, I have. There's a lot to clean in this big, lovely house, so I need to do little every morning and evening. So you must clean really well. So you must clean really well. It's like there's a maid living here. Oh, really? A happy flush rode to Sena's cheeks as Why did you click? As she bounced on her toes a little. Well, it's not a chore or anything. I love cleaning, actually. Papa worked really hard to repair the house and make it pretty. It was a lot easier to clean when he was here, though. Some of the rooms are a little run down, and I don't use them, so I don't dust those as much, but I try my best to take care of the others, even if it's not perfect. Her smile wilted slightly, as if she was disappointed in herself, or not keeping the entire house pristine. It's still amazing. Even if I love cleaning, I wouldn't care for this whole place alone. Of course you would, Esther. Sena responded without missing a beat, giving a determined nod and tapping her broom on the floor. Anyone can do anything. Anything they really want to do, that is. They just have to figure out what way is best for them. The other girl's confidence caught Esther off guard. She didn't seem to have a single clinical bone in her whole body. But anyway, I do hope you slept well. I'm sure you must be very tired. I could see it in your eyes. They were so shadowed. A hint of concern crept into Sena's voice as she studied Esther's face closely. You do look a little bit better today, though. Not as gloomy. After you finish your tea, shall we go take care of the grounds together? If you're feeling up to it, I mean. I am, yes. And that is the least I can do to repay you. Esther. Senya seemed like she was about to remind her there was no need to repay anything, and Esther was taking this all far too seriously. Esther was quite used to hearing that response, despite the fact that no one ever seemed to really mean it. Whatever makes you happy, makes you the most happy. That's what the good hostess would say, I think. Just don't overwork yourself, alright? I feel like you're stubborn enough to keep going until you faint. Alright. After beaming at Esther encouraging... Should I just call her Kari? Bruh, let's just call her Kari. Oh my god. Kari hoisted her broom up and cleared her throat. Alright, I'll go finish sweeping the kitchen while you drink your tea. Then we'll go out. Oh, it's such a lovely day. I can't wait to show you around. I'm so excited. With a delightful sigh, she rushed towards the kitchen, her broom swirling across the floor in a flurry of motion. What a particular girl she was. Maybe it was to be expected, considering she lived all alone for so long. Maybe nobody was forcing her to try and fit in with normal society. For that reason, Esther couldn't really grasp on her behavior or her personality. And that made her all the more curious about the story behind Senya's unusual situation. Curiosities. Oh, it's such a lovely day. As she finished her tea, Esther made her way to the manor's entrance. Kari, who was already eagerly waiting for her, led the way out into the fresh morning air. As Esther's gaze drifted up to the radiant blue sky, it almost felt like she'd been teletransported to a different forest. The dark, oppressive atmosphere of the previous night had vanished, transforming once more a fairy tale shimmer. And with Kari's company, the woods didn't seem quite so vast and daunting, or as lonely for that matter. The chat is less chaotic when it's VN time. Yeah. I feel like most of you guys are like listening or something, instead of doing other stuff. But yes. Alright, we're off to the well first. Reaching down beside the front door, Kari picked up 2 buckets from beneath the protective cloth. Although both were decently sized, one was smaller and looked less professionally made, as if an amateur had crafted it. After a brief pause, Kari held a larger bucket out to Esther. In that moment of hesitation, her gaze misted over a distant look. Shall we? She reached out to take Esther's free hand with her own, holding it gently. Yuri, yes! Yes, Yuri time! We gotta relate to the story, you know? I guess so. That's very true. I'm playing Genshin while listening. Nice. I hope it's calming, I guess. I don't know. It seemed like a subconscious movement, as if Sena hadn't realized she'd done it. The sudden warmth of those lightly calloused fingers caught Esther off guard. Normally, she always disliked being touched, but curiously enough, Senya's delicate grasp didn't give her the same sense of discomfort. Oh, and the description didn't say anything about Yuri. What is this then? What is this? There's a lot of hinting about things. Okay, anyways. Hidden feelings. Okay, I'm sorry. Let's continue. Yes, let's go. Kari gave her a small, soft, contented smile, although it seemed more melancholy than usual. An unexpected sadness briefly tugged at Esther's chest, and she had the odd sense she'd glimpsed something she shouldn't have. I challenge you to Tetris again sometime? Yeah, sure. What should I call you? I know you've been here before, but I forgot what I called you last time. Our battle shall be legendary, yes! Hand in hand, they wandered across the manor grounds, heading for the well out by the garden. Finally, a worthy opponent. Neither of them spoke. Only the sound of birdsong and their light footsteps in the leaves filled the air. It seemed strange for Sena to be so quiet, but Esther was a little relieved too. She didn't feel any pressure to speak. Briefly, she wondered if Sena had completely lost herself in thought, perhaps even forgetting Esther's presence. But as if she could somehow read Esther's mind, Sena glanced over towards her. The smile on her face had grown content once more, most traces of sadness drying up beneath the warm sunlight. This is so a date! Come on! I am one of the people that survive your aunt. You mean, me and Sakura's collab? Bruh, yeah. One of the survive your aunt survived. Survived what? Okay, I'm sorry. As they stepped up to the well, Sena came to a halt. I'll let you go first, if you like. She turned to look at Esther's expectantly, tilting her head to one side. Esther. Nodding, Esther turned towards the well, scanning over it hastily. It had to be quite simple, surely. All she needed was to tie the rope on the bucket. That was it, right? Surely she couldn't just lower it down afterwards. She wasn't very good at tying knots, though. What if it couldn't hold the water's weight, and she let Sena's bucket down the well? Esther realized the other girl was watching her closely, eyes widened in realization. Have you ever drawn water from a well, Esther? Stricken with a sudden sense of self-consciousness, Esther shook her head. It seemed like it's such a basic thing to do, and yet she never really had the chance. I've never done it! Really? But how did you get water? We have a water pump. The servants are normally the ones who uses it. Wait, Esther is a princess? What is this? As Esther spoke, she started feeling more and more sheepish. Talking about servants made her sound so privileged and haughty. She hoped Sena wouldn't think less of her for it. Ah. So the water comes right to you. You have the servants fetch it, so you don't even have to do any work? That sounds amazing. You must be like a princess or a noble. She studied Sena for a moment, trying to tell if she was being teased. But the other girl just peered up at her with wonder and curiosity, her gaze sparkling excitedly. I'm not a princess. I'm not a princess. A lot of people in my city have servants. We only keep a few, but some families have dozens. Esther was just built different. She could never bend water. Daughter of Poseidon. What? Wait, your top donation was only 35? That's an easy win. I get no. Whoa, 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 whoa. Wait, no. Whoa, whoa, whoa. No. No. Just no. Dozens, I don't need money right now. I already got the thing I was wanted. Not wanted. The thing I needed, and now I have it. I don't need anything else. Give it to Sakura. The real one, for real, Siren. A real one? A real one for real? What? Should I just call you Siren? If that's okay with you? As if trying to imagine such a thing, Sena closed her eyes, letting out an envious sigh. Sakura really angry. I'm the one she yells at all the time. Oh, the one that... Oh, are you that one person's boyfriend? And your girlfriend constantly says not to donate money? I think Esther meant to say, I'm not a mere princess. I am a princess of Yuri! Yes! Gordon! Yes! There must be so much more in the city than what Papa told me. It's like another world or something, isn't it? For some reason, that thought made Esther feel a little crestfallen. Well, even if you were a princess, I don't think that would matter. Her focus returned to Esther. Sena put a bright, confident smile, like she suddenly come to a realization about something. As long as I know where you come from, and you know where I come from, we should be able to understand each other easily, right? It would make me really happy to hear about your home, even if I know I'll never fit in there. I gotta go. You you know too much, JK. I know too much. I've studied Sakura's chat. Oh god, no, I didn't. Oh my god. Bravo 6 going dark. Alright, going light. Take care, rebukes. Rebuked. What the? Take care's rebuke. Oh. The warmth of Seina's smile was contagious. Even if she doubted the other girl's words, they put Esther slightly more at ease. Senya didn't seem like she'd ever judge her for not knowing something. I don't think you're like the city, since it's not a very nice place. I don't think you'd like the city, since it's not a very nice place. But it's all I've ever known. Oh, I'm sure it can't be that bad. Both you and Papa come from cities, after all. So there has to be some good people in there. She punctuated her words with a confident nod, unfazed by Esther's hesitance. Anyway, shall we fetch some water? I'll go first, so I can show you the best way to tie the knot. As long as Amy don't find, I'm fine. If she watches this, I'm done. What do you mean? You're not donating, or are you? Don't donate. Don't donate. I'm going to report you to the officials. Officials. Amy is the official. Anyway, shall we fetch some water? I'll go first, so I can show you the best way to tie the knot. Here, just like this. Esther watched as Senya secured the rope to her bucket. Esther watched as Senya secured the rope to her bucket, lowering it down with the winch until it splashes into the water. Amy is the CEO of money officials. What? Okay. Afterwards, she mimicked Senya's knot with her own larger bucket. Esther felt a wave of relief when she managed to make the return journey. Her smaller companion seemed thrilled too, even if it was just a remarkable feat. Perhaps she was just excited to impart her knowledge. Don't tell Sakura, okay. And plus, why would I tell Sakura if someone is watching my stream? Some random person is watching my stream. Buckets in hand, they set off towards the gardens, water cheerfully splooshing with each step. Despite Senya's small frame, she carried her full bucket with little effort. Years of solitary labor must have given her strength to belie that size. Good, you understand. I mean, as long as you don't do something against what Amy says, then I am not a part of this. So, you can do whatever you want. Esther felt her arms already getting slightly sore from the heavy weight, but she made a determined effort not to show any trace of discomfort in front of Senya. What a pretty garden! Here we are, Esther. My garden, what do you think? I wish I had my Twitch Vtuber emotes. I don't even know what those are. As they came to a stop among the rows of neatly planted crops, Senya swiveled around to look up at Esther eagerly. I can't believe you do all this alone. It's so pretty and well kept. You really think so? Esther nodded, her gaze drifting across the diverse, meticulously cared for vegetables and leafy greens with admiration. Well, actually, Papa was the one who made the first garden patch here. He wanted to live off what he could grow and forage for himself because he had hated relying on other people. I only saw him visit the city a few times a year. He taught me how to do everything by myself too. Well, not everything. But he did write a almanac and a foraging book, and he made them really easy to understand, just for me. So as long as the earth is still alive, I know I'll be alright. Well, not true, but yeah. Senya looks right now, screams, praise me more. She's like, oh, do you think so? Oh god. So true. Take care of gardens is annoying. I'm surprised she has a giant one, but I guess there isn't a lot to do in the wilderness where Sena is. That's true. Taking care of gardens is a lot of work. You gotta pull the weeds, you gotta water the plants, you gotta take care of the fertilizing, buy new fertilizing. If you got a tree, you gotta get some mulch. If you gotta make that compost. Compost is pretty nice, you know, get some worms. But yes. Chat be like, ah yes, Yuri smacks lips, but not me. You're not into Yuri? Understandable, understandable. I know that some people don't like Yuri. I get it. I get it. Humming contently to herself. It's just that I've always screamed about Yuri, so I guess the chat continues. Senya led the way over to a large watering can that sat near the rows of peas. Once she emptied her bucket into the can, she traded the empty vessel with Esther, a convenient way to hold plucked weeds. Luckily for Esther, weeding isn't a task that needed much instruction. Just pull out the things! It didn't take long for them to settle into a comfortable pace together, with Senya watering and fussing over her crops while Esther pulled out unwanted sprouts. Although gardening had never really appealed to her before, it surprised Esther how relaxing it was to work with her hands like this. Working side by side helped diminish the awkwardness that still lingered between them. Oh shoot, I missed. Log. Still lingered between them as well, and before long, Esther felt comfortable enough to break the silence with a question. Do you ever get nervous when it grows colder? In case there's enough food for you to last until spring, I mean. Oh, no, not really. Some plants grow all the way through winter. There's things like potatoes that'll last for a while in my pantry. You can dry out berries and mushrooms, and nuts are always good too. There's a lot growing around here, so I never run out of those. Hey, cheese! Where's Yuri? Ask the developer. Ask the developer. Don't ask me. I'll email the developer myself asking, where's the Yuri? I demand the Yuri. I didn't even know a lot about Yuri. I just stopped by, but I stayed because I like the story so far. It's a nice story, though. It's a nice story. Motioning towards some shrub at the edge of the clearing, Senya hefted her watering can with a light grunt before she continued. Actually, I think it's quite fun when a new season comes along. It means I can plant new foods, make new recipes. I'd really miss winter if it never came. Even if the house does get icy cold. That is true. You know, the 4 different seasons kind of giving you light into every day, every month or so. I will tell the developer how they should make a Yuri. That line, tell me the game, I need this. Now I'm curious. Icy cold? Isn't it cozy by the fireplace? As long as you're covered in blankets. It's still a little bit drafty still, but with some hot tea it's perfect. Oh, that reminds me. I have to show you my winter recipe book sometime. You're curious about this game, huh? Well, so I'll tell you the gist of things of so far what I know. Esther came out to the woods trying to find the mysterious NSFW. The NSFW knows the cure to the pale, which Esther has the pale, which is, we still don't know what it is, but she needs to take like a shot every day, and it hurts a lot. And I think it also like makes you weak 24/7, something like that. But instead she found Senya. And Senya was lonely for 6 years. Her father was actually the Pathukari, whatever how you say it. Her father was actually it, so Senya kind of felt like kind of sad, you know, it's like, oh, sorry, my father is gone. But Senya wanted Esther to stay here because she's been lonely for 6 years. So Senya was like, hey, I can I can give you access to my dad's files, and you can maybe learn, and you can maybe find out how to cure your pale. And so Esther was like, okay, I'll stay. So Senya and Esther are now living with each other. Yeah. Man, I remember that I only have 5 more days. Oh, for the PC, I'm making a new spring one since I've been trying a lot of different things, and there are really so many amazing combinations you can have with just. Aw, so nice. They're just talking. With a small smile warming her face, Esther listened as Senya began recounting tales of her recent cooking and foraging adventures. It felt so calm and comfortable somehow. Perhaps Senya had noticed how little Esther liked to speak, so instead of asking too many questions, she lightly chattered away about lettuce and peas, her voice filling the silence like a bubbling of a stream. Like the bubbling of a stream. Oh, face-to-face school starts! Oh! Yuri will intensify as time goes on. Very true. Or the developer is like, no, we're keeping them as friends, and nothing happens. I swear. After they'd finished weeding and watering, they brought their empty pails and a few small trowels to venture outside the clearing. Eager to share her knowledge, Senya guided Esther to the best foraging spot she'd found, pointing out which berries, nuts, and wild greens were best to gather. The more that Esther learned, the less harsh and daunting the forest appeared. Surviving in the wild always struck Esther as a daunting task, but Senya's simple, cheerful explanation made it seem like something anyone could accomplish, as long as they put enough effort. Oh! Wait, are you forced to go back to school? Why don't you stay at home? Unless it's forced. And plus, I don't know, cheese. Remember, eat lunch. Don't eat lunch near people. Eat lunch outside. Don't take off your mask. Don't go to public bathrooms. Or something like that. I don't know. I forgot the list. But there was like some weird list about all these things not to do. Someone got infected. Oh. I just went, praying for you. I don't eat lunch at school anymore. I lost 9 pounds though, so I got a great pro. No, that's not a pro. Life is like hardcore mode on Minecraft. Yeah, it pretty much is. One heart, not one heart, kind of one heart. Bruh, someone trips, breaks a bone. Yeah, it happens. Yeah, don't take off the mask whenever. Well, not ever, but not around a lot of people. Very true. Don't eat people, cheese. Yes, don't eat people. They might have COVID inside of them. None of this seemed like work for Senya either. It was almost like they were just playing together instead. Esther couldn't help but envy her energy and enthusiasm, the way she managed to take so much joy for everything. And yet, at certain moments, there was something unusually determined and purposeful for her happiness. As if it was another method of survival, just like her gardening or foraging was. I thought Skolax was about, say, don't eat people. I said don't eat people, though. Since tricks around school. Okay, then. Interesting. Any Yuri? Not yet. They did hold hands. That was something. That was something. Okay? That was something. Okay? Okay? And they did blush, so that was something. Oh my god. Yeah, I said it. I said it. Why don't eat people? Because it's bad. Ah, the sun's so bright today. Oh, look, it's already a bit past midday. Time's been flying so much faster than it normally does. All this work made me really hungry. Are you hungry, Esther? A little bit. She forced her words to sound nonchalant, but in reality, Esther was just famished. Normally, she would have had to force herself to go to eat or simply forget about it all at all, but not today. Is that your stomach growling? No, it was probably just the wind. I'm a cheese. It will not be cannibalism. What? There's no gambling here. Oh yeah, there's no gambling here. If only. Yeah, no gambling here. Oh, alright then. Well, if you wait for me on the little log near the garden, I'll bring back some food for us. I'll just be a few minutes, I promise. It'll just be a few minutes, I promise. Meet you there. What time is it? It's almost 10, so it's almost been 2 hours! Twirling around, she bounded off in the direction of the manor, her hair fluttering wildly in the wind. ... Only gamble I do is my life choices. Oh god.
Ere.
Oh! Ere. Imagine a poker place, but instead it's gotcha games. Bruh, let's go! Her constant energy never failed to amaze Esther. Already, she can feel a familiar deep fatigue weighing on her own shoulders as much as Senya's presence helped distract her from it. Putting my life in the cards, I'm just built different. Let's go. Gambling life? No, just no. But she was determined not to succumb to the feeling today. There was just too much for her to do. But I'm real thirsty. Is there water anywhere? Oh wait. I have water right here. I knew. I always keep a water in my backpack just in case. Oh my god, finally. The only gamble I do is driving and watching Sakura. Yeah, I heard about that. Following Senya's footstep back toward the clearing, Esther made her way towards the falling log near the garden's patch. Before long, Senya's small figure trotted back into view, a little splash of white and pink flinting across the grass. Consume liquid. After stopping briefly at the well, she approached Esther's chosen picnic spot with careful steps. You know, now that I think about it, what if I became one of those people that would take like a book and then become an audiobook? What if I become an audiobook reader? Bro, you want that? I don't know. I've been trying to figure out, I do have some like video ideas, but all of them takes like software planning and research, and oh my god, I do not have time for any of that stuff. I'm still trying to figure out how to stream VR, and it's been like a month. By god, I can't. I would hear, really? I don't know what books I would audio book it. I would audio read it. I would be so bad because I would talk in the middle of it and I'd like mess up so many times. And then like what am I supposed to do? Hey, fried chicken, welcome to the stream. Imagine the ad revenue. What do you mean the ad revenue? How would an audiobook would have a lot of ad revenue? Really? Would it though? I don't know. After stopping briefly at the well, she approached Esther's chosen picnic spot with careful steps, balancing 2 bowls on one arm, Whistless carrying a bucket of fresh water in the other. Here we are. It's just something small and quick, but it should give us enough energy to finish today's chores. Beaming proudly, she offered Esther one of the bowls. It held a hearty salad topped with lentils and various seeds, a red berry glaze glistening on the leaves. Wow. Are audiobooks pre-recorded? Yeah, they're pre-recorded. Fishy. What? Tucked into each bowl was generously sliced of warm bread, lightly toasted from the stove. Okay, let me tell you, I swear, there's something wrong with the ad revenue. Because they said that one view would give you 1 cent. That is so wrong. That is so not true. That is so not true. It's like 10 views give you 1 cent. That's more like it. And that's if they see an ad. I swear. Anyways, I don't know what they are. Then how are you going to mess that up? I don't know. I don't know. I don't like editing. Okay, yeah, I probably would edit. Who knows. Thank you. It looks delicious. It's really nothing. But my baby lettuce will be so happy to hear that. They always like a bit of encouragement. You talk to your lettuces? Mm-hmm. I usually chatter with all my plants. They were the only friends I really had before you came here. Esther being like, whoops. With the slight quieter, more subdued statement, Sena settled down beside her on the log. At first, Esther felt slightly awkward, caught in the wake of Sena's earnest words with no idea how to reply. But once the smaller girl took a bite of salad and started munching away, Esther followed suit, her mood instantly lifting up from the sweet berry flavor that filled her mouth. They took turns using the ladle to sip the water Senya brought, its crisp coolness as refreshing as the morning breeze. What a weirdo. Okay, fried chicken. I talk to myself, so I think it's practically normal to talk to inanimate objects. Although they didn't exchange any words while eating, the atmosphere between them gradually settled into something calm and comfortable. Now and then, Senya would glance over at Esther, offering a little smile as soon as they made eye contact. She seemed happy just to be able to share a meal together. In a way, Esther could understand why. Normally, she preferred to eat alone. Other people made her feel subconscious and about her shyness or the way she ate her food. But somehow, Senya's quiet company didn't bother her. Now that they were a little more familiar with each other, perhaps the other girl didn't feel like she needed to constantly fill the silence all the time. Once they'd finished eating, the two girls made a brief return to the manor. Despite Senya's protest, Esther stubbornly insisted on washing up their dishes. Her pride refused to let the younger girl handle everything, even if Senya was probably far more capable at it. When is something gonna happen? Oh, is something happening? Here you are, Esther. When they reunited outside, Senya handed her a large sturdy broom, even bigger than the one she'd been using earlier. Just like the buckets, she had the second broom. It was smaller, more suited to her size. The broom was far heavier than Esther expected. It had the slightly dusty, preserved look of something that has been unsat and unused for years. But hadn't been forgotten. Ah, I know we've already done a lot today, so if you need a rest, just please tell me. Thank you. Just tell me, please. Shoot. But I'm fine. I can keep on working. Alright, but you can always stop whenever you need to. Through Senya's gentle smile, Esther thought she could detect a hint of worry. It was more than a little unexpected, considering they only just met each other yesterday. The place we're headed is a few minutes' walk from the manor. Then let's go, shall we? Broom of the Witch, is this now magical girl Yuri? Bro, are they gonna fly with the broom? I hope so. Oh my god, it looks so beautiful. Oh, I'm getting tired. I'm getting tired. Why am I getting tired? I don't know why. Motioning for Esther to follow, Senya set off eagerly into the woods. Let me see if I can fix this. Might be more helpful to me. I'm still using the broken headset. So I'm gonna see if I can like put it at that one place where it only works. Just because, I don't know. I want surround system, not one ear. But how the heck did I do it? Yeah, I don't remember. Oh well. Her excitement must have hastened her steps, for Easter suddenly had trouble keeping up with her lively pace. They hurried along a slender, winding path. The manor's statuesque presence soon disappeared among the branches. Need more weird Yuri VNs where we can talk with plants. Yeah, we need more of them! We need more Yuri VNs that are not so expensive. I swear. They hurried along a slender winding path, and the manor's statue presence soon disappeared among the branches. Once it did, Esther found herself swiftly losing all sense of direction among the sea of vibrant leaves. She was thoroughly glad she had Senya to guide her. Otherwise, it seemed unlikely she would ever find her way back. It's pretty, though. I'd love to just camp for a day here. Here we are. A short while later, they emerged into a less densely wooded area. At first, Esther thought she was imagining things. When she looked more closely, she realized she was seeing what exactly she thought. A serene, beautiful graveyard, captured in the golden sunlight like a forgotten relic lost into time. Rows upon rows of headstones stood between the trees, each one a different shape and size. But despite their obvious age, the fact that they were nestled in the woods instead of a proper clearing, every grave looked incredibly clean. It gave the cemetery a strange, ethereal atmosphere, with the same awe and reverence that surrounded mythical artifacts in a museum. I kind of see that. Oh, there's even a graveyard house. Not far in the distance, a large mausoleum rose upon the shore of the graveyard's pond, casting a somber reflection across the water. It caught Esther's eye, and for a moment she found herself mesmerized by its towering presence. I see. Are you looking at the mausoleum? I think that's how I say it. It's locked. I'm afraid I've looked all over the manor and the grounds, but I don't think I've ever find the key. Papa must have lost it. Senya offered a small, wistful smile, shaking her head. Just kick the door down. Bruh, just kick the door down. Esther pulled her focus back onto the other girl, blinking. It felt like something strange had come over her. Briefly, she had no idea what it was. Yuri? Oh, never mind. Why do you tend this place so closely? Is yours anyone you know buried here? No, I don't know any of them. But to Esther's surprise, Senya shook her head. It seemed far too insensitive to ask where Senya's father was buried, if he wasn't in the graveyard, so Esther bit her lip and let the other girl continue. Who goes to the cemetery just to be at a cemetery, not knowing anyone? I mean, I could see that there's a lot of young adults that do that. You know? I don't know. Actually, I don't really know who's buried here. Papa never gave me much of an answer. But since this manor belonged to his family, the cemetery is probably for old relatives. All of the graves seems like they've been here for a long time. As her gaze drifted across the headstones, Senya's expression grew a little more distant today. interesting. I don't know why, but I've been drawn here ever since I was a little girl. It looks so peaceful, lonely, but peaceful, and comforting in a strange way. Like a place that will always be here, always the same, as long as I take care of it. It's like the house. Oh, I swear. This better not be a metaphor. I swear it's a metaphor. Her words trail off slowly, ending a little more than a whisper that faded into the breeze. It's such a metaphor for her dad. But only a few lingering seconds passed before Senya seemed to catch herself blinking and restoring a brighter smile to her face. Well, let me show you what I usually do here. Oh yeah, I wonder what the horror aspect of this game is. It'll probably come, like, one time. I don't know. In the graveyard. Ooh, it's dark and spooky. I don't know. It's an easy chore. It's very calming. I think you'll like it. It was impossible just to ignore the brief moments that came over Senya, where it seemed like she wasn't aware of Esther's presence at all. I wonder, lol, she's gonna die, bruh. No, she's not. It was impossible just to ignore. But then again, after being alone for so long, it was only natural that she would fall back into her own thoughts and now and then. I'm ready. But these brooms sweeping is involved somehow, I assume. It is. What a clever guess. Come on, come. I always start over here in the northwest patch. They're just walking. Gently taking Esther's hand. Look! They're holding hands! Okay, I know. Friends can hold hands. But come on. At least make more happen. Senya led her over to the first row of graves. She demonstrated how she cleared each headstone of stray leaves and surrounded weeds, and once or twice a week picked little bunches of flowers to rest beside the markers. Like Senya had said before, the tasks were easy and calming. Despite her initial hesitance, Esther soon found herself enjoying how peaceful the cemetery felt. Yuri hand-holding is more special. That is true. Friend hand-holding is just like a bond, but Yuri hand-holding is like a deeper bond, I guess. Despite her initial hesitance, Esther soon found herself enjoying how peaceful the cemetery felt, and honoring the dead was certainly seemed like a worthwhile effort. It's a symbol of that. No, that's a far too big stretch, bruh. Classic Yuri tragedy. To be honest, yeah, I see that in some, like flip flap. Did they die together in there? I don't remember. It's been a few years. No, it's been 1 year. Probably 2. Yet despite the soothing lol in thoughts it afforded her, and the secluded beauty that surrounded them, Esther couldn't shake a sense of uneasiness that tingled at the nape of her neck. A sense that they were not alone in the cemetery. It was completely irrational, and she took Esther straight up to her father's study. Horror aspect is the game, probably Esther revealing that she's a he. Ha! Alright. Hey Ellie, welcome to the stream! It's semi-Yuri time. It's semi-Yuri. This game doesn't have the tag. Doesn't have the tag of Yuri. Also, sorry, I don't know what I just said. It doesn't have the tag of Yuri. So, it is technically not Yuri. But to me, I'd like to think that they're a couple. So, by the time they arrive, however, the towering bookshelves blocked out most of the remaining sunlight, so they had to fetch a few candles to alleviate alleviate the gloom. Yes, it is Yuri. What are you doing with thy life? Oh well, who knows? According to Sayana, she used such light sources sparingly, as non-wood fuel was difficult to stockpile. Luckily, there were a few types of shrubs and trees in the forest that she could extract wax from, as well as seeds and nuts that could be crushed for oil. But since Esther was a special guest, Senya reassured her that she could light as many candles as needed during her stay. Just published chapter 1 of my web novel. What? Wait, on what platform? On what platform? Also, I should save. Still looking as beautiful as ever. I love the art style of this game. It's very interesting. I like it. It feels like so long since I have seen any candlelight in this room. Well, it has been quite long, I suppose. The last time was when Papa was still around. Setting a new lit candle down on the desk, Senya let out a quiet sigh. Senya, your father. I've been meaning to ask, what was his name? Oh, his name was Isaiah. It's so strange to say it out loud, but I never called him that. I've only heard someone use his name once, back when I was very small. She fiddled with the hem of her dress, her gaze drifting away from Esther's. I'm sorry about the mess in here. All those loose papers will probably make it hard for you to find what you're looking for. A PowerPoint animation gameplay. Yeah, get that PowerPoint animation gameplay. My, that's some killer beauty. Ellie, tell me whatchamacallit is. What platform you posted it on. But it is some killer beauty. I'm sorry, yada yada. All these loose paper will make it hard to find what you're looking for. Papa never liked to throw things away, especially not his letters, not even his little scribbles or notes. You can read any of them you like, but well, Papa always told me not to peep at his writings, so even now I try to leave them as they are. You'll probably think I'm very silly for it, I'm sure. Why? Why? I can help you with anything else, though. Would you like me to sort out the books, maybe? Web novel? Is that an actual site? I thought web novel is just on the web and it's a novel or something. I don't know. Web novel. There's a lot of web novels, right? I don't know. I don't know. My brain's not working today. I can help you with anything else, though. Would you like me to sort out the books, maybe? No, it's all right. You've been very kind to me already. I don't want to push you any farther. Her words were quiet and gentle, but firm. She didn't want to take advantage of Senya's generosity, and although she never mentioned it directly, Esther also needed some time alone. It's still being reviewed on that site that I posted. And this is how obvious Skylick is not reading my novel. Because, I don't know, you didn't even tell me, like, you did post it. It's just that, wait, does it have Yuri in it? If it has Yuri, I might read it. I might read it just because it's Yuri. Oh well. Alright then, I'll leave you to it. If you need me, I'll be in the kitchen fixing up dinner. You can come down whenever you're ready. Beaming at Esther's encouragingly, she turned towards the door, lifting her hand in a little wave. There is Yuri. There is Yuri. Maybe I'll read it. I actually need some water. By God. I read so much today. Like, my literal throat is drying up. Date? What date? Huh? Good luck. Thank you. Woke someone at that. Awoke someone. So there's woke some Yuri in that? Oh, okay. I don't know. Wholesome. I like me some wholesome Yuri. Where can I find your web novel, Ray? I want me some wholesome Yuri. As Senya's present faded away, the steady atmosphere steadily began to shift. A dark grim cloud of memory seemed to hang over the room, specters of unending nights and restless sleep. Although Esther couldn't pinpoint exactly why, she had the distinct sense that this chamber belonged to a deeply troubled mind. I mean, her dad was definitely messed up somehow. No Sakura trick watch along, got it. Tell me what, Ray, tell me what, your web novel is. I need me some wholesome Yuri. My God. My throat's actually burning. And water doesn't seem to be helping it. Clutching a candle in one hand, she started to scan through the shelves, her eyes flickering across the numerous titles. Sena was right. Her father really had collected a staggering assortment of books. But as she glanced over the various titles before her, Esther noted something unusual. Despite Isaiah's obvious focus on alchemy, there seems to be almost as many books on ghosts and spirits and a number of treatises on the supernatural. Scalic's Yuri Adventure Part 1. What, my Yuri Adventure? Huh? What Yuri Adventure? Were they related to his search for Akira at all? Or was there some other reason for his apparent obsession? Esther couldn't understand how ghosts might be related to Pale, so maybe he simply found them interesting to research. Still, the anomaly stuck out in her mind, leaving her with a nagging sense of questions. Huh. She opened up a large book on biology. Suddenly, a loose leaf of parchment fluttered out. Parchment paper. Esther bent down to pick it up, turning the aged paper over her hands. It looked like a journal entry. There was no date to be found. Curiously squinting at the messy script, Esther brought over to the nearest lamp and began to read. Hey Terrence, welcome to the stream! 7 days. 7 days has passed. I don't know what would his dad sound like. 7 days has passed since I'm trying to make like a horse voice or something. I don't know how to say that. Left me. 3 days since Jeremiah told me he saw her with another man. That's what happened? That's why he's so sad? since Amaranth left me. 3 days. Wait, so 7? 3 days since Jeremiah told me he saw her with another man, her previous husband, now miraculously returned from his absence. I cannot eat, I cannot sleep. My heart bounds with mechanic energy between rage and this crushing sense of abandonment. In the depths of my darkest moods, I look back on the months of her pregnancy, months that I spent on carpentry, furnishing, cleaning, planting, remaking this dusty tomb of an instinct into a family manor. All for her, all because she could never stand life in the dreadful city. And where is she now? Back in his chambers, no doubt, embracing... Oh God. Okay. That psychopathic wrench. Okay. Wow. Oh, how I used to wonder what a beautiful soul as her might have seen in a waste of flesh. But now, with the vial lifted from my eyes, I finally understand. Oh, wrong button. Roses are red. My screen is blue. Someone help me. I deleted system 32. What does that even mean? What does that mean, huh? Maya has no definite plot, though it is a slice of life. Slice of lives are always welcome, yes. They are alike, two souls perfectly matched in their shallowness and fickle intentions. What a ridiculous fool I was, ever believing that she might come truly care for the penniless researcher, one with nothing to offer her but himself. And what? And now, what am I left with? A small child, no mother to raise, an old family home with no family to fill its many chambers, a retirement from my life in medicine without anything worthy left to retire for. No, I refuse to let her triumph over me. I will remain here, away from the toxic conglomeration, isolated among the fruits of my sweat and labor. With these foundations I have laid in the land, I know I can survive solely by myself without the recourse to the city's indulgent pleasures. Here, amidst my tombs and papers, I will press onward in my research towards the last and most important focus of my life, a cure for this disease. Just got kicked. Follow daily lives of a married neat couple. Oh, nice. Do you watch slice of life animes? Yeah, sometimes. And as for the little girl, we look nothing alike, she and I. Indeed, now that I'm privy to her mother's treachery, I suspect her father may be another man entirely. The hairs on her head are purely golden, and everything from her eyes to her lips is nothing but bitter replica of that woman's features. Am I back? I swear, I wish I'm back. Yeah, I think I'm back. What did you guys miss? What did you guys miss? Also, why am I getting notifications? Oh, what's this? Events. Next week tournaments are Perfect Clear Online 2021 event. Game list, tweet, Perfect Clear, PSO. Oh, come on! Puyo Puyo Tetris? How dare you? Okay, I'm sorry. I'm back. How much did you lose? Yeah, how much did you... Ellie, what are you talking about? I'm my coarse voice. Anyways. I will take the girl to the city and leave her in the hands of an orphanage there. A less cruel fate, no doubt, than to remain forever imprisoned with an unloving father. In the end, I know I could never truly amount to anything more for her. Oh my god, can it stop? Stop. Oh my god, I'm getting so mad at this thing. It's not gonna stop. Shoot. Shoot! You guys are broke. The chat is broken! Why does the chat have to be broken for me? What the heck? Okay, I'm gonna restart you guys. Because the chat just broke for me. Every single time I click, you guys disappear. Oh, now it's blurry. What the heck? Okay, it's better now. As Ether's eyes drifted across the page's last words, she felt a strange, uncomfortable sense of guilt in her chest. The girl he was talking about. He had to have meant Senya. So he really did feel so bitterly towards her. Did he really feel so bitterly towards her? Obviously. Isaiah hadn't taken his daughter to an orphanage, but his resentment of her sounded deep-rooted. It felt invasive and overly intimate to be reading his private thoughts. But did she really have much choice? If there was any chance Isaiah's writings hinted to a cure, she had to go through everything, including his journals, in case he mentioned any important research. Otherwise, there would be a very good chance she'd miss something. Is that Ellie? Why is there a marriage proposal in my chat right now? I don't want to be dealing with things, but I am happy for you guys. Anyways, today is Earth Day. Really? Tomorrow is Earth Day for me right now? Okay. Happy early Earth Day, everyone. Save the world, cause that's our home. You know what they say. If you don't care for the things that you have, you won't have anything good. And without the Earth, we will probably die. Kari is skipping some steps. I'm fine. Kari is skipping a lot of steps. Yeah. Tucking the general page away, she hastily pushed the book back into its shelf. Now she was even more glad that she didn't decide to search alone. Some parts of the past were better off remaining buried, it seems. Yes, I am the price. Hey, Runner! Welcome to the stream! Long time no see! Yuri, Yuri, Yuri. Yes, Yuri! Earth Day. Yeah, it's Earth Day tomorrow. Hopefully we do good. Why it says idiot? I swear. Okay, anyways, sorry. I attempt to banish the journal page from her mind. Esther combed through a few stacks of paper and books lying around the study, scanning through them in an attempt to glean any useful information. Someday I can give this to Sayaka. Yes, one day. But her exhaustion from the day's work, along with that nature of made it increasingly difficult to concentrate. I don't even know what those two words mean. So, priest. Is it not pronounced priest? Feels bad, man. Happy Earth Day for you people. I live on Mars currently. Alright, perhaps she was better off returning the next day, when presumably she'd have more energy to scan over things. I'll live in Venus, aw. Priest. Oh. Whoops. I don't know. Sometimes my brain just goes auto mode into pronouncing things, and I don't think. So, I live in the front of the moon, Keytrix. You should come on over sometime. Leaving the study with a faint sense of disappointment, Esther made her way down to the kitchen, where she could hear Senya working happily away. Oh, it's for Sayaka. Oh no, Ellie. Oh no, Kari. Oh no, what is this drama? Okay, no, sorry. I'll stop. I live in Jupiter. Oh, how's Jupiter? I haven't been there in a long time. She prepared a rich, hearty vegetable stew for their supper, and a delicious pot of tea to accompany it. It seems I'm alive. It's a Yuri stream. That's so true. Well, you missed a few hand-holding moments and blushing moments. but sadly, this is not considered a Yuri stream, but I consider a Yuri stream because I consider this to be two girls bonding equals Yuri. Okay? Oh gosh, no. I don't know. I don't know. Don't ask me what I'm talking about. As night fell, they shared their meal at the little kitchen table, warmed by the nearby cozy hearth. The border guard says we can't be exposed to earth dwellers. I'm not an earth dweller, I'm a moon dweller. I'm a front moon dweller though. I will give you a ring as well, Ellie. I will give you a ring as well. What is this? Multiple wives and husbands? You are a great friend. I see. This is a interesting chat we have here. I just moved from Andromeda to Mars. So far it's good here in Mars. Alright. You know, it's just like going by all these people. It's like, oh, I'll give you a ring as well. You are a very nice person. Oh, I'll give you a ring as well. You're pretty funny, you know? Just give you a ring as well. Oh god. There's a foreign flag there, so there are Earth dwellers. Oh, true. We don't even know what to do with the flag. Actually, the flag's gone. Though the wind blew it away. It's nowhere to be seen. Jupiter's pretty good, as long as you stay on one of its moons. True. I heard Jupiter is pretty hard to, pretty rough to do stuff. Pretty rough to do stuff. It seems that Skylark became a what? Really, I did? How? How the heck did I become a Chad? What? How was I different back then? Here's a ring. I'm fine. I don't need a ring. You can keep the ring. I'm fine with being friends, and I'm fine with being you know, the sideline friend that eats popcorn. Has a stash of ring to give one. It's a harem Skylark. Yeah, sounds like it. Unlike their quiet lunch, Xenia kept up with a lively, mostly one-sided conversation, all the while, as if she suddenly thought of 100 more things to say in Esther's absence. Still, it felt so uncomfortable somehow. Should I give a ring as well? I feel left out. Kari, give Runner a ring. Come on. Let Runner, welcome Runner into the married ring family. Oh, no, not Chalak. Oh, God. Shoot, it's getting late, so I'm gonna have to finish soon. Still, it felt so comfortable somehow. The normal presence of acting sociably didn't seem to apply around Xenia, who seemed content just to share Esther's present, even if the older girl rarely spoke. Chalk. No, not chalk. Not chalk. Chalk. Chalak. Chalk. Chalkalaka. Chalkalaka. I don't know. A peace Esther had only felt before she was alone. How unfamiliar it was. Esther? Esther, are you alright? After they finished washing the dishes and wandered back to the parlor, Xenia gave Esther a curious, slightly worried look. Why? Chakalaka! I just finished my calculations test. I'm ready to die. Hey Rick, welcome to the stream. Where's the kissing? Ellie! Ellie, calm down. They're not there yet. They're not ready, okay? You gotta be patient with this stuff. Calculus is the tool of the devil. Good luck, Rick. But welcome to the stream. I think you can use some rest. You look really tired. You did work very hard today. Oh, this is cute. She couldn't deny Senya's observation. It was becoming steadily more of a struggle, keeping her eyes open, and her muscle ached from so much unexpected use. Also, they've only known each other for 2 days! What the heck? You're right. I should sleep, so I'll have energy to go through the study more properly tomorrow. You should rest too, Senya. Yes, of course. We should be able to go through the chores more quickly tomorrow, too, since you're an expert now. Seiya, with the lonesome rich girl look. Lonesome rich girl look. But the actual rich girl is right here! Teatrix. I just say Keetress. Well, I'll see you in the morning then, Esther. Sleep well. After pausing for a short moment, she gave a playful little curtsy with a smile, in which Esther nodded in response. But as she started to turn toward the stairs, Senya hesitated again, glancing back at Esther somewhat shyly. Esther, you probably aren't very comfortable, right? I mean, wearing your normal day clothes to sleep. The thought had barely crossed her mind, but Senya was right. Her traveling outfit wasn't exactly the most pleasant thing to rest in. I think you're too big for my clothes, but if you like, I could give you one of Papa's old shirts to wear at night. He was really tall, so it'd be more like a nightgown for you. Only if it's no trouble. No, not at all. If you're going to be staying here for a little while, it makes sense, doesn't it? You can't be wearing the same thing all the time. Oh ho 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 ho, it's resting time. Sleep on Esther's lap. Oh my god, I really need to learn the art of emoji. All I know is heart. There's a lot of emojis. You know. LOL. Seiya is pretty. I want to eat. Wait, it's a Y. Oh wait, it is a Y. Wait, is it a Y? Is that a Y or an N? I swear. Why do you guys say Seiya? But it's an N, right? But it looks like a Y, doesn't it? Wow. Anyway, I'll be right back. Just stay there for a moment. Taking off in what was almost a sprint, she bounded over the stairs, vanished up the next moment. Yeetrix is acceptable? Oh god. Esther barely had to wait for a minute before she heard returning footsteps and spied Senya fluttering through the foyer like a white rabbit. And here we are. She unfurled a huge black shirt from beneath her arm, flourished like a grand cape. Esther attentively reached out for the shirt. Even though it was probably silly of her, she couldn't just shake a sense of guilt, agreeing to wear something that belonged to a person so recently deceased. Senya's father, no less. Well, you can go change in the kitchen if you like. I'll wait here. The same feeling didn't seem to bother Senya, who gave Esther an eager, nearly impatient smile. Alright. Alright. So I can't see it clearly. Yeah, it's an N, not a Y. After a brief pause, she relentlessly moving to retreat into the kitchen. It was quite chilly away from the fire, so Esther undressed quickly, goosebumps raising on her arms as soon as she unbuttoned her blouse. Once the clothes were hastily folded up beside her, she pulled the shirt over her head, immediately thankful for the loose warmth it provided. Keetress. Oh, what you guys don't have to put it together. You guys don't have to put it together. That looks so cute. Oh my god. That looks cute. Oh my god. What? No goodbye kiss? Ellie, they've only known each other for 2 days. Calm down. Yeah, I've been saying Ketris this whole time. Ketris. It's a Y. No, it's a N. Thank you very much. How does it look? She wandered back to the living room, hesitantly shifting her gaze over Senya. The soft, loose fabric hung over Esther's frame like an oversized dress, her arms lost in the flowing sleeves. It smelled remarkably clean. Senya must have kept watching her, washing her father's clothes all these years. Wow. It really suits you, Esther. It's like a cozy nightgown. Gasped with delight, clasping her hands together, beaming brightly. You weren't lying about it being big. She raised one arm, studying her dangled sleeve, feeling somewhat embarrassed about how ridiculous she must have looked. She had to admit it was much cozier than her blouse and skirt. It also made Esther feel more at home instead of wandering, simply staying overnight. Thank you, Senya. I promise I'll take good care of it. Aw, you don't need to be so formal, Esther. It's only just a shirt. But I'm happy you like it. Papa was very practical, so I think he'd be glad to know that his clothes were being put to good use again. Try your best not to be including Corey's nameless Ketris. No peeking, huh? Yeah, no peeking! No peeking! No peeking. A gentle smile crossed Senya's features, carrying a trace of both sadness and warm affection. Well, now that you've got something nicer to sleep in, I suppose it's bedtime. Good night, Esther. Sleep well. Good night, Senya. Thank you again. Just sleep together, bro. Okay, I'm sorry. Just sleep together. That would be so much easier. They then parted ways, and Senya's bedroom door had softly clicked shut upstairs. Esther lowered herself on the couch once more. And it was her second night here, but already it was starting to feel like something of a pleasant routine. You know what else is big? Your head. What does that even mean? Together! No sleeping together? I know, right? They were even, like, smiling to each other. Like, come on. Pleasant. If not for what always has to be preface her sleep. Reaching down for where her satchel still rested on the floor, Esther pulled out a small silver watch from before. Reluctantly but methodically, she flicked the switch and pushed the needle into her arm, siphoning out her blood, before forcing the altered compound back to her vein. Around and around the hands spun until they marked a full day's worth of hours. The syringe slipped free of her skin, leaving only a few beads of deep red behind. It was difficult to describe the strange, sick discomfort she felt after the process. At first, there was a murmur of relief, a pleasant buzz that distracted her from the injection, but within a few moments it swiftly turned into nausea and weight in the pit of her stomach. A feeling of something alien, unwanted, begun circulating in her bloodstream. She had to keep doing it for now. One day she'd no longer be dependent on the loathsome thing. I hope I can make Ellie Porter in real life. Ellie is so pretty. It's bedtime, boys! Is it bedtime? It is technically, yeah, it's bedtime. I gotta go. But she could only dream of what that day would finally come. Curling her legs up on the sofa, Esther huddled beneath her blankets. She felt far more comfortable in Isaiah's shirt. At least it hardly mattered, considering how deeply tired she was. I'm gonna go to sleep. Before long, the warmth of a well-deserved sleep has begun to drown out all her thoughts. The weight on her mind steadily cleared, fading into the muzzy haze, until at last she was pulled into the timeless world of dreams. Is Esther a junkie? What's a junkie? Alright, time to stop. Okay, we're next. Save. Alright, time to leave this. Oh, thank you for watching, everyone. I'm kind of tired right now. Sorry. So, I will be going. Oh, that's what you meant. No. So, you guys didn't watch the whole stream, but this is a story about this. You know, I'll just say that this one person needs to take the syringe once a day, and it just helps. I think it just helps. Like, I don't know. It's part of the medical problem of pale. It's okay. Go get some rest. All right. I'll see you. I will definitely go get some sleep and rest. Definitely. All right. I'll see you guys next time. Oh! Oh! Have a good night. Have a good night, everyone. I believe tomorrow. What's gonna happen tomorrow? I will be playing Uno with you guys. If you guys have Uno, feel free to join in. I will be playing Uno with you guys. But yeah. Alright. And I'll see you guys next time. I can see the frustration. What frustration? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I'll see you guys next time. Bye-byes. I'm waving if you can't see it. And then I'm doing